Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Bitcoin, according to experts, will retreat far enough to signal to investors that the bull market has ended. The analysis is from the appropriately termed ruined capital, guys. Very well. The prediction of a new bear market by a well-recognized crypto analyst is that Bitcoin will reach a new degree of correction. At least according to this argument, Bitcoin might face bigger cutbacks in the future, which would lead to a general decline in the value of all coins. Despite his belief that the Bitcoin bull market is far from finished, Damaged Capital informed his social media followers that the cryptocurrency is preparing for a significant downturn that would cause existing bulls to rethink their positions. Thus, Bitcoin will retrace, this is a quote, to the point where you'll think the market bull run has ended. We still have not seen the end of these severe cuts for Bitcoin, so if you feel that the old coin market is bleeding even deeper and Bitcoin is bleeding, you should pay extremely close heed to this statement, especially if you are a rookie. In the video I posted earlier, I touched on the trend briefly. Now we can observe how the Bitcoin trend is dragging altcoins down even more. The market has turned a bit, but that's expected. If Bitcoin prices continue to plummet, the uptrend will resume. Looking at Bitcoin's weekly chart, Wrecked Capital says that a correction will likely gather momentum if Bitcoin ends the week below 41,300. So, let's see where Bitcoin is right now, and how the week has gone. If you're watching this video on the day I'm live, the confirmation of this has not been made yet. Nevertheless, in order for price to fade downwards from this area, a weekly closing below it is required. It seems like everything has been confirmed, and if this idea is correct, Bitcoin's price will drop much more. What else is transpiring in the realm of regulations at the moment? There will be more regulation clarification surrounding stable currencies in 2024, according to this one by Michael Branch Brad Garland House. The time has come, gentlemen, to establish rules for stable currency. Brad Garland House, in an interview with CNBC International, expressed his belief that dollar-pegged crypto assets have significant usefulness, and said that this year, the U.S. government will establish clear regulations for the stablecoin market. This was something I was going on about in a video I made about it, maybe last week. Furthermore, it was not widely adopted. That was something that caught me by surprise. Listen, I believe this is bigger than we're letting it be. I'll post the video on the XRP XLM utility and how the remainder of the XRP cryptos will have real-world use again up here. Once we have that stablecoin regulatory certainty, then all those alt currencies will arrive. The US Treasury is pushing for legislation to clarify payments and establish a stable coin, but I can't remember the exact name of the bill that has been circulating in Washington, D.C., so I won't be as predictive about which one passes this year. However, Brad Garland of the House does say, quote, that we will see legislation like this. When it comes to meeting actual needs, I believe the steady coin market has shocked people. Furthermore, I believe it is only prudent for there to be defined regulations about it. The industry as a whole will benefit from it, in my opinion. Stable coinage, like the US dollar, Tether, and USDC are here to stay, according to Brad Garland House. That means they're stuck. They only require regulation. The steady coin market is a result of the lack of defined regulations, which is related to what you mentioned previously and is part of the same remark. It will be fascinating to see how that materializes. I believe that some of these utility coins might ultimately be put to use for their intended purpose if we see stablecoin regulatory clarity and direction, which Brad Garland House is predicting will happen someday. Once we see clear steady coin acceptance, I wouldn't be shocked if we started to see greater usage for cryptocurrencies. Good morning, crypto. I just wanted to thank Michael for publishing that. The Trezor wallet folks have been hacked. A security compromise impacting around 66,000 users of the Trezor wallet has been exposed, after a few months of breaches on the Ledger Nano. An internal audit has shown that an unauthorized individual with access to limited email, name, and nickname data contacted 41 customers in an attempt to obtain sensitive seed recovery information. Apologies if I referred to Trezor wallets as treasures instead of Trezors. I assume you're thinking of Trent Reznor's Trezor wallet. 8 people using the Trezor's discussion site as trial accounts could also be impacted. people, yet again. You know, we're down on the Ledger Nano for the same reason, and now the Trezor wallet is affected as well. I guess the only thing we can do is rely on the customer support at those companies. Ledger, for example, did a fantastic job of guiding customers through this confusion, and I hope Trezor will do the same. Hacks occur often, this in no way reflects badly on these companies. As someone who has used the Ledger Nano since 2017, I can say that it is still a solid choice. Also, my Bitcoin has always been secure there. I've included an affiliate link in the description for your convenience, but it's completely optional. Any form of cold storage solution is available for purchase. But you'll need that. Secure your cryptocurrency in cold storage. Here we have an example of self-custody. If you use a cold wallet, no one can access your cryptocurrency. However, your wallet might be compromised if you click on something, or if a bad actor deceives you into thinking they would pay you 500,000 XRP or whatever. I wanted to express my gratitude to Good Morning Crypto for the warning, but until then, everyone, please be cautious. Here we have Michael Branch's next daring signature move, and it has everything to do with VeChain. This opens the door to potential collaborations with central banks. That is the question they are posing. One of the biggest industries, the global payment business is expected to reach $20 trillion by 2026, according to analysts. In terms of increase each year, that works out to almost 24%. Wow, that's really significant. With its most recent trademark applications, VeChain, however, now hopes to share in the expansion. It has set itself up to be a formidable competitor in several markets, including digital token issuance and redemption, electronic payments, and more. The VeChain Foundation has just submitted a patent application to the USPTO for a V3TR trademark, which would govern the transmission of digital money across digital devices and networks of communication. The VeChain camp has some exciting news. The company is pursuing a trademark, which might transform the game. From crypto trading to digital currency transfers, here is a tweet from Colin Brown that explains how the industry is preparing to meet the requirements of ISO 2022 and dominate the trillion-dollar payment sector. Therefore, digital token issuance and redemption, electronic cash transfer, and crypto exchange services enabled by the blockchain will all be part of the offerings. Additional digital currency services, including buying, selling, transferring, and trading, are available here. Offering prepaid cryptocurrency tokens, which allow for electronic payment processing using these tokens, and financial information services, which provide details about a digital or cryptocurrency token listed on a cryptocurrency exchange using its unique symbol. While some of VeChain's competitors have been focusing on short-term gains, driving up their prices, VeChain has been working on building the best blockchain network, so now pundits are asking if 2020 will be the year for VeChain. While its token, the VET token, has made gains, it has paled in comparison to its rivals. If I'm being very honest with you, I'm concerned about the current price of VeChain in light of its performance during the previous bull run. The pricing is still pretty reasonable, in my opinion. Remember, gentlemen, the VeChain did in fact rally significantly during the previous bull run. Assuming we were to think about the market's lowest point. It was March of 2020 when the beer first went on sale. You know, it paled in contrast since VeChain did have a surge of around 14,300%. It seems like it could run again, at least in theory. Truth be told, it's a holding in both my classic crypto portfolio and the $10,000 plus portfolio that I'm delving into with my Patreon members at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. In sum, I think it's a fantastic coin with both practical uses and promising future value in the market. We have another one here from Mike Manfield, so that's one thing Michael branched out for posting to you all. Partner V Americas of Ripple has teamed up with 24Zororo to increase the volume of Mexican cross-border remittances. In a recent integration, the V Americas Corporation, a licensed international remittance company, and 24Zororo expanded the services that beneficiaries of remittances can access in Mexico. This gives V Americas customers more options for where their money can be received, which in turn increases the adoption of RippleNet in Mexico. With 24/7 safe and reliable methods, an additional 2 million people can send money from the US to Mexico, and recipients can easily track the status of their transactions in real time, adding convenience and security to the remittance process. Listen up, fellas, Americas is the gold standard when it comes to remittance services, allowing American migrant workers to send money back to their relatives in Mexico. This is a message from 24/7 CEO. Let's keep working together to help families in the US and Mexico better their human condition and economic standing. As a result, the Americas bottom line will undoubtedly benefit from their partnership with the Ripple network, which will allow migratory workers to transfer money back home. To further guarantee that all transactions are safe and in accordance with anti-fraud legislation, 24X and Americas collaborate. And just down here, the cooperation with 20 prongs on Americas shows how committed we are to improving our clients' remittance experience. Thus, they are planning to increase their remittance offerings in Mexico. In my opinion, Mexico already has quite well-developed liquid routes. But I suppose there are still unfinished tracks that require technology to assist spread this even farther, lower rates and costs, and enable really fast payment transfers, all while operating on the XRP ledger, which can only benefit their bottom line. Thanks to Mike Manfield for bringing attention to the fact that XRP has dropped in price, but no one is paying attention to it quite like Anthony Welfare, who is both an employee at Ripple and the man in charge of CBDC development. This is fantastic news out of Mexico and Americas. At Ripple, he serves as the CBDC strategic planner. It makes sense, dude, he posted this. His LinkedIn repost of a 2-week-old story from the Cointelegraph seems to have contained this information. Listen up, folks, a big digital asset management has updated their fund compositions, removing Matic in favor of XRP, which we discussed last week. I'll include a link to that discussion in the upper right corner of the screen. In case you missed the video I made about that. Ethereum funds and other digital large-cap, defined smart contract platforms are adapting to the changing landscape of cryptocurrencies. In a recent development, Grayscale added new cryptocurrencies to their fund rather than announcing the withdrawal of any. Anthony Welfare, on the other hand, thinks it makes perfect sense. In relation to this article, XRP Drops also published a tweet from Chadstone Grabber. Take notice of this, folks. After seeing how quickly these funds may ramp up, consider this: the Grayscale Big Cap Fund has 1.04 XRP, or physical XRP, which means that there is more than 1-to-1 physical backing every share. Then, what is the precise meaning of that? What he's implying is that XRP purchases may act similarly to Bitcoin based on these XRP spot goods, which indicates it will function similarly to Bitcoin once it becomes live. In essence, what you're saying is that, in the event that the price of XRP is 1.04 to 1, then 1 million shares purchased by an individual would need the fund to purchase 1 million extra XRP. I'm going to say XRP with 1 million plus. Bitcoin is at 0.000377777, and XRP is at 0.000377777, too. We acquired Ethereum at the 002 point. Solana has 008 XRP, the only one that's more than 1:1. ADA Cardano has 0.6, and 0.8, and EVEX has 0.007. So basically, buying more XRP since, as far as I can tell, these funds will be bought by regular people. This was also brought up by Chadstone Grabber on January 20th. BlackRock now has 33,706 Bitcoin after 6 trading sessions. Fidelity crossed the $30,000 mark a month ago. In February, these funds will pass $100,000 in possession. After a year, I'm sure you can see how these numbers can compound, and this is just one company. Here we are discussing Grayscale, and while he is posting facts based on Bitcoin, it's worth considering that Grayscale is now adding XRP at a faster rate than other cryptocurrencies. This indicates that institutional money is coming in, and let's not forget that these people don't buy 10 shares, 20 shares, 50 shares, or 500 shares, they buy thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of shares, or even more of these products. Remember that Grayscale requires that for every million shares of the fund acquired by institutional investors, they must purchase 1 million XRP in order to maintain this ratio in order when the institutional money becomes online and trades these sorts of assets. I take that as a sign that demand is only going to go up. There will be a domino effect as soon as large financial institutions are willing to put their money into cryptocurrencies. We are in need of regulations that are clear. Those stable coins also require regulation. Nonetheless, I stand by my assertion. I would much appreciate your opinions. In case you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. See you later, bye.